Welcome to Lemon Coders. This is a video on Cognizant CIS, that is Cognizant Infrastructure Services interview experience that has uh, conducted on 8th of February, that is today. I will discuss the interview questions. There are all the interview questions that are asked to the candidate. So because of the security reasons, and I will not disclose the name of the candidate. Okay, but I will still show you the interview experience that the candidate has shared with me, and I will show you the how does the interviewer ask you questions on CIS interview. If you are appearing for CIS interview in next few days, please watch the video till the end to get all the questions that can be asked in your interview. And many of the students are thinking that this interview is going to be difficult, but it is not the case. Okay, this interview is really very easy and it is very easy to crack. So don't take unnecessary tension and watch the video. You will get all the knowledge of how the interview goes. So coming back to this video, the first question that will be asked to you, that is show your ID proof, and the candidate has showed his college ID card, but according to me you should not carry only the college ID card, rather carry one Aadhaar card also, and college ID card. Both you need to carry, because the interviewer can also ask to show you your Aadhaar card to verify your name and your ID, address, etc. Okay. The next question is that tell me about yourself, and this is a very common question, and you need to prepare it well before. Why? Because if you can tell this question with confidence, half your interview is over. Okay, half your interview is done, and you are almost selected, right? Because they are only checking your confidence, and if you can show some interesting points about your personality, about your experience, then they will ask the questions around that only. They will not ask any new questions. In the interview, if you are asked any new question, that is a disadvantage, and you can may not answer that. So that will create a bad impression. But if you tell your introduction very well, then the chances are there that they will ask questions on your uh, domain only. Okay, so the next question is that you have an interest in programming. Write a program to print an average of three numbers. You have to write the program in the chat section of the meeting. The interviewer will ask to write the program in the chat section, and you write all the syntaxes correctly. This guy has written the program in Python. So if you are writing in Python, you have to write the syntax properly. If you are writing in C program or C++ or Java, you need to write the syntax correctly. They will check the syntax and your logic part, of course. Right. The next question that have been asked is, do you know Microsoft Excel or not? More or less everybody are aware of Microsoft Excel, so you can be asked question on that. And the next question, fifth question, is that why should we hire you? So this is a very important question. They are checking just your confidence. Don't be nervous at this moment. This guy got nervous. They said that I got nervous for a moment, but then I said I am hardworking, and I also a quick learner. So I think I can be a good employee of Cognizant. Then the interviewer asked that give me an example where you find yourself a quick learner. The guy said that I said while completing my project, I had to learn a lot of new technologies and I learned them really fast. This make myself a quick learner. So don't lose your confidence and answer very confidently with a smile on your face. That will be very useful for your cracking the interview. So the next question was that what is your major project? Tell me about your project. You have to answer your major project and what are the technologies that you have used in your project, and what is the impact of your project on the society, on the community, that you have to explain, and you can be asked question on your project. Then there are two HR questions, one HR question rather. Are you ready to work on the weekend? Always say yes sir, because if you say no, then they will just disqualify from you the interview. Is this type of questions that are you ready to work on weekend, are you ready to work on night shifts, are you ready to relocate, these questions are very common. You should always say yes sir, don't say no. Otherwise you'll be rejected, right? The next question is that, do you have any questions for us? This guy did not ask any questions, but if you want to ask question, so plan it beforehand. Otherwise, that will be very problem. You can also say no, sir, to avoid any questions, right? So this was the interview experience, very short interview, and this guy has very confidently answered all the questions. And this, if you see the interview, this is not difficult. You can easily crack it. Just you need confidence. And if you don't know any question, it is better to say that I don't know, sir. I will read about it. Okay, you don't bluff in the interview. That don't give wrong answer. Okay, that will create a bad impression. I hope this video is very useful to you. If this video is useful to you, please like this video and subscribe to my channel to get more future updates.